president of the Interfaith Choir. My name's Beth Hampton, and I'd like to welcome you to our spring concert for 2016 at Church of the Transfiguration. We have a variety of musical genres that you'll hear in our concert tonight, and we hope that you'll enjoy them. First, we have two spirituals, and we have that followed by a contemporary Christian song, where we're going to be joined by the Windham Flute Ensemble. Then, following a few pieces by the flutes, in the second half, our concert is going to be popular songs that you'll remember from the 40s through the 70s. And both the men and the ladies will have pieces of their own, and then the entire choir will sing at the end of the program. If we look like we're having fun, it's because we are, and we always have room for more. So to be part of the Interfaith Choir, there are no auditions, there's no dues, and you don't even have to know how to read music. If you just have a love of singing with a large group, we'll help you take care of the rest. So if you'd like to give us a try, we are off for the summer, but we'll be starting rehearsals. Our first rehearsal will be Sunday, September 11th at 7 p.m. at St. Luke's United Methodist Church in Derry, just across the street from the Derry Public Library. And we're going to have an open sing, so you can come and try and see if you'd like to belong to our fun group. In the meantime, you can always get more information by email from ifcderry@gmail.com, or you can see news about us on our Facebook page, Interfaith Choir of Derry, New Hampshire. Thanks, and I hope you enjoy the concert.
I've divided into two segments. We have the first three songs that we're doing are on a sacred level, and then the second half that the choir is doing is on a lighter note. And when I was picking music, I came up with a theme of music from American music from all different time periods. And in the lighter section, it's more from 40s through the 70s, and hopefully you'll enjoy listening to some of those songs there. The first three numbers that we did, the first one here, Every Time I Feel the Spirit, was written, is a spiritual written before the Civil War, and it was arranged by William Dawson, who is an African-American composer, arranger, and writer. And he was down at Tuskegee University around the 30s to the 50s, and that's when he arranged this particular arrangement. And it's a really exciting arrangement about prayer. The next song that we're going to sing in this segment is called Down to the River to Pray. And it is actually, and I'm going to use my notes here, it's referred to as a hymn, a spiritual, and an Appalachian song. And some believe that it was an American tribal song that was put Christian words to down in the South. It's attributed to George H. Allen in the Slave Songbook of 1867. So the tune is very old. But you've probably heard it. It was made popular by the movie Brother, Where Art Thou? And Alison Krauss sang it, and that's Down to the River to Pray. And so that's sort of a middle century one. And then our third sacred number is a contemporary Christian song by Chris Tomlin, I Will Rise. So our next two numbers, Down to the River to Pray and I Will Rise. Will Rise is with the Windham Flute Ensemble. We just so enjoy singing with this group, and it's such a joy, and it's neat how a song always comes together, and I went, oh, this will be good with the flute choir. And so this song is with them, and we really appreciate that. And then after this segment of ours, which is after this number, they will be playing support, and we're looking forward to that.
I think we're set. We've added one piece to the program. It's Ode to Joy by Beethoven, and we're going to open with that.